Hey everyone, me again, and welcome back to my decluttering series. So I feel like you know the drill by now. This is just me going through my makeup stash and just saying goodbye to anything that's expired, anything that I don't like anymore, anything that doesn't suit me, and just decluttering my makeup collection. It kind of does what it says on the tin really, so let's get started. In this episode I am going to be going through my eyebrow products as well as mascaras, and I thought it would be a bit short if I just did eyebrow products and mascaras in this video, so I'm also going to be sorting through my single eyeshadows as well. I feel like whenever I do go shopping for makeup, eyeshadow and eye-related products are the things that just excite me the most, so that's why there's been so much to get through, and I'm sure a lot of makeup hoarders like myself are exactly the same. Anyway, I won't ramble on too much, let's get into it. Okay, it feels a lot less scary now that I've sorted everything into smaller categories. So let's start out with some eyebrows. You can probably see that I've got quite a lot of the Rimmel Professional eyebrow pencil in Hazel. This is the thing that I use all the time. I absolutely love this. So I've got two backups. I think last time there was a 3 for 2 on Rimmel, I just stocked up on a few so that I had loads of them ready to go. So I've got 2 unused ones. And I've got some smaller ones that I've had on the go for a while. They've just been used up a bit and then kind of fallen to the back of a drawer somewhere and been forgotten about. I can still comfortably use them even though they are a little bit smaller now, so I'm going to hang on to them until they're a bit shorter. I think when it gets down to about here, like when it's this length, that's when I typically end up throwing them away, because that's when it gets to the point where I can't comfortably draw my eyebrows on anymore. But anyway, I'm going to hang on to all of those. I've also got some eyebrow pencils from Primark as well. So I have this one, which has kind of rubbed off even though I don't really use it very often. It's got the pencil here and it's got a brush here. I like the colour, it's quite warm, which would obviously suit me as I have red hair. However, I don't really like the texture of this product. It feels very soft when you apply it, which just means that you're sharpening it all the time. So I never reach for this because I just prefer the Rimmel one. So that's going to go. I've also got another Primark eyebrow pencil, I mean. This is the Brow and Wax. So I do really like the wax on this end. However, this eyebrow pencil, it's just useless. I mean, I'm never going to want to draw my eyebrows on that thick. It's just not how I do things. Like, I prefer a much more soft, subtle hair stroke, like the kind you get with the Rimmel pencil. Here's the Rimmel pencil, just for comparison. So you can see just how much thinner the lines are when you use the Rimmel one. So yeah, it's not for me personally. I know that the Primark eyebrow pencils are very good value. They're only £1, but personally, I'd rather spend that £1 on some chips. I've never had a good eyebrow product from Primark, but I do really like their mascaras. We'll get to that later. So that can go as well. I've got the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper here. I know that this is quite old. I actually thought that I'd thrown this out a while ago, but obviously I haven't, so that's embarrassing. And this W7 Queen of Brows. Same story really. This is quite old. I do love it though. Like, the applicator is really nice. I really like the size of it and how small it is. It's really easy to use. But again, this is just quite old and I thought I'd thrown that out already, but I must have forgotten. So this is the one that I've got on the go at the moment. This is the Essence Make Me Brow. This is super cheap. I absolutely love this. The wand is nice and small again. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be keeping this one, and I think I'm going to repurchase it when it runs out as well, because I've really been enjoying using that recently. Now for mascaras. So I don't have too many mascaras. I mean, obviously I have more than someone who isn't a beauty YouTuber, but I don't think this is too bad actually. I've got some that haven't even been opened, because if you just keep them in their packaging, like sealed up like this one, then they don't go off. So I've just got them ready to go for when I need them. But I'm going to start out just by throwing away some ones that I know are expired. So this Avon Winged Out Mascara, I've kept this for far too long. I thought I'd already thrown this out actually, but I did enjoy using it. This was like a brown mascara, so it was nice to have in my collection, but it's time to say goodbye to that for sure. The PS Amplified Mascara. Again, I thought this one was okay to use. It's not quite as defining as I personally like in my mascaras. However, it was nice. I think this was about £2. I think Primark mascaras are very good value if you're on a budget, but I'm going to say goodbye to that because I've had it for a while. I'm also going to get rid of the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes in Extra Black. This is another one that I quite enjoyed at the time. The colour definitely is very black. It's much blacker than the Maybelline mascaras that I own. I did like it, it just doesn't give quite the effect that I wanted personally. I think if you really like volumizing mascaras, then this is really nice, but I prefer length and definition myself, so it's not for me and it has expired, so I'm going to say goodbye to that as well. And then these are the mascaras that I've got on the go at the moment. So I recently tested some Primark makeup and this was the mascara I used. It's the Lash Contour Mascara. It was £2. I love this wand. I actually don't have to curl my eyelashes when I use this mascara. It's kind of a revelation for me because the brush is kind of curved, so it sort of does all the curling for you, so I've really been enjoying that. This is a really nice kind of subtle wearable mascara for when I'm not wearing a massive amount of makeup, so I love that. And I have a backup of it as well, which is unopened, so I'm keeping both of those because this one hasn't been open for that long, so it's absolutely fine to keep hold of for now. I've also got a Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara on the go at the moment. This one's quite new. It's still even got like the sticker on it and everything. I only got this a couple of weeks ago, so it's absolutely fine. This is my go-to mascara. It's my absolute favourite. It gives me everything I want. It gives definition, it gives length, but it also gives some nice volume as well. Really like this. I'll probably be repurchasing this for a very long time. And when I got it, I think I stocked up on this when it was on a 3 for 2 as well. I also picked up the brown one of this, which is still in its shrink packaging. I haven't opened it just yet because I want to get through one of those before I open this one. But I'm really looking forward to trying this out. It's been a while since I wore brown mascara, but it's something that I really like because I'm quite fair. I think it looks really nice, so yeah, I'm looking forward to wearing that at some point. Gonna hang on to both of those. This Elizabeth Arden one, this is another thing that I got sent as part of the Feel Unique competition. I don't think this has expired yet. How long does this last for? It says it will last for 6 months at the bottom of the tube just there, so I'm fine to keep this for a little while longer. If you didn't know, there is actually a symbol on most makeup telling you how long you can keep it for. So this one should be absolutely fine. It's definitely different to anything else in my collection. It's got a really fat brush, as you can see. So I like to use this as a second coat mascara. So I'll use the Maybelline or the Primark one to get the definition that I want. And then I'll go over the top of it with this if I want something really black, because neither of these are very black as much as I love them. So when I want really black thick lashes, I go over it with this one, and that gives a really nice effect. Really enjoy that. And that's my mascaras. So as you can see, 2 of them aren't actually open at the moment, so I think that's absolutely fine. And now for single eyeshadows. There actually aren't as many single eyeshadows as I thought there would be. I think it's because I did my cream eyeshadow decluttering in my last video, and because I've already gone through all of them, there actually aren't as many powder single eyeshadows as I thought. However, I know that I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, so that video is going to be quite long. However, let's get back into this. I've got these little samples from Urban Decay. I don't actually own that much high-end makeup, but one of the few sort of more expensive things that I do own is an Urban Decay Naked palette. And when I bought it at Debenhams, the really lovely assistant gave me some samples to take away, not just this, but like a small primer potion and I think a few other things that I can't remember. But yeah, I've still got these ones. I actually quite like the look of the colours, so I'm definitely going to hang on to these. They might come in handy for travel, or just if I feel like I ever want to buy any more Urban Decay palettes. It'll be nice to have these, so I'm keeping those. I've also got quite a few of the Poundland single eyeshadows as well. So how many have I got? I've got this one in Bronze 7. I've got Pink Champagne 4. I've got Dusky Rose 5. Mocha 8. And Fern Green 19, if I can open it. It So these are all the Makeup Gallery single eyeshadows that I own, and I think that they're really good. Like, if you don't have any of these, you should definitely try them. A lot of the Poundland makeup is very hit and miss, but their single eyeshadows are absolutely beautiful. Once you kind of get past the first layer, they're really pigmented, and I love the colours I've picked up, so I'm definitely keeping all of these. I actually really like single eyeshadows, even though I have a lot of palettes. I think these are really handy for just throwing in your makeup bag. So what else have I got here? I've got some Makeup Revolution single eyeshadows as well. So there's Make It Happen, which is a really nice deep shimmery purple. Really like that one. I've also got Good Light, which is like a lighter sort of purple colour that is very pigmented. I love that. I used to be really into wearing kind of cool toned taupe purple eyeshadow looks. And then the other one I have is Finally, which is a really nice kind of light apricot-y colour. This would be a really nice highlighter on sort of light to medium-ish skin tones. Anyone who's got a really warm undertone would love this as a highlighter. So I'll admit I don't wear these as often as I used to, however swatching them has just reminded me how beautiful they are. And when I was going through my my cream eyeshadows, I found some that I think will go really nicely with these, so I think I'm going to hold on to them as well. They are really nice. It just goes to show that you don't need to spend a lot of money on eyeshadow though, because those are all £1 each and they're absolutely beautiful. I'll go through my glitters now. So these are from Makeup Revolution, and they've actually been discontinued now, which is such a shame because I really like these. It doesn't look like I've used them up very much, but that's just because you don't need to use a massive amount of them. So these are pure pigments. They're a bit like some loose glitter basically. So I've got Supreme, which is a really nice cool colour, and I've got Affluent, which is this gold colour. Because they're discontinued, I can't really use them in makeup tutorials anymore, which is such a shame because I like to use products that you guys can easily get hold of. So you're not going to see these in any future tutorials, unfortunately, because you can't get them anymore. But I still have a place in my heart for them. I absolutely adore them, so I'm keeping those. I haven't actually got rid of any yet. I wonder if I will. I'm not getting rid of my Barry M glitters either. So this is the Dazzle Dust in 105, and this is the Fine Glitter Dust in 15. Adore both of these. These are absolutely stunning. They're not going anywhere. I have this, which I think is a bronzer that my mum got from eBay and then gave to me. I don't recognise the brand. I think it's just one of those things that like she found on the internet that you can't really readily buy. So again, you won't see this in tutorials because it's hard to get hold of, but oh, it's so pretty. So I might just have to keep that one as well. I've got this loose eyeshadow that I think I was given at a blogger event. It's called There's No Such Thing as Magic from brand Shiro Cosmetics. It is a really nice eyeshadow, but it's not like something that I typically reach for. I think when I usually use loose eyeshadows, I use them because they're like quite glittery, and which isn't something you can really get in a pressed palette. That colour is very nice actually. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It's just that I know that I've got a million colours in my eyeshadow palettes that look exactly like this one, and I never reach for this because it's loose, and I'm too lazy to reach for like loose powders unless it's something that's quite special, like it's a very unique colour in my collection. So I'm going to move this one along, but I think my mum will really like that. I'm also going to give this to my mum as well. This is one of the H&M single eyeshadows. If I can open it, there we go. So this is a really pretty colour, but I never reach for colours like this. It's a really shimmery blue purple. It is really nice. I feel like I've got quite a lot of Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes with not the same shade, but something similar enough that if I ever needed this to create a look, then I'd already kind of have it covered. This isn't something that I would typically wear on a day-to-day basis. It's probably something that I might want for like a Halloween makeup tutorial, but my mum has completely different colouring to me and she wears eyeshadows like this all the time, so I'm going to pass it on to her. I'm also going to keep this henna eyeshadow. I got this when I was in Belgium and it is absolutely stunning. This is in the shade 03 Pearl and it is this absolutely stunning, very pigmented, shimmery gold colour. Love it. Use that quite a lot actually, so I'm keeping that. I'm also going to keep this MUA eyeshadow in the shade Bronze. This is a really stunning colour. It's not something that I reach for on a daily basis, but I do really love it. This was only £1 as well, and it's super pigmented. I absolutely love it. I might give this to my mum. This is a Natural Collection eyeshadow in the shade Heather. It's absolutely stunning. It's this really nice purpley colour. I just feel like it's quite similar to a lot of the single eyeshadows by Makeup Revolution that I was already swatching. I used to wear quite a lot of purple, that's why I have so many purple-ish colours in my stash, but it's not something that I reach for anymore, so I think my mum will really enjoy this. I've also got this Essence single eyeshadow in the shade 19, which is absolutely beautiful. I really like this shade. This is another one that could kind of double up as a highlighter if you've got a warm undertone or just like a really pearly champagne kind of highlight colour. Yeah, that's really nice. That's not going anywhere. I've had this one for a while. This is the 17 eyeshadow trio in the nude. I used to wear this all the time, but I just do not reach for it anymore. I don't know, maybe it's just not like interesting enough to me. I think when I got this, I wasn't really into kind of dramatic, colourful looks. I just liked to wear something very natural, which is still something that I like to do, but I know that I haven't reached for this for a really long time. So even though it's nice, I think I'm going to move this along because I might have a friend or a family member who gives this a bit more love than I've given it recently. I've also got this 17 eyeshadow single in Statuesque. I absolutely love the formulas of 17 eyeshadows, by the way. They really don't get enough hype. That is absolutely beautiful. That's a really nice dark pink shimmery colour. I'm definitely keeping this one. They've actually changed the packaging for this. It comes in like a square now, but you can still get it. And I've also got this Natural Collection eyeshadow here. This is in the shade Barley. It's nice, but it's a little bit powdery. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it in this lighting actually. Let me put it on a different arm for you. There you go, hopefully you can see that a bit better. So it's nice, but it's just a bit of a powdery formula. Again, this is something that I don't really reach for a lot. The Natural Collection eyeshadows, they're really nice, but they're just not as pigmented as eyeshadows from MUA and Makeup Revolution and Poundland, which are half the price. So I'm going to move that along. I've also got some single loose eyeshadows that I've accumulated from eBay. I don't think these are going to be very easy for you guys to get hold of, but they're still really pretty. And that is everything. Thank you so much for joining me for another decluttering video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. We still haven't got to the end of the decluttering series, guys. There are more videos coming up. Next time you will see my eyeshadow collection, and then we've still got to do all my lip stuff as well, so there are definitely more decluttering videos yet to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next Sunday at 9 AM. Bye.